Phoenix, Arizona. And why am I doing that? The reason I'm doing that is because I am going to be speaking for the Entrepreneurs Organization chapter in Phoenix, Arizona about artificial intelligence for business development. Yesterday, I sat down and I redid my speaker's kit. Why did I redo my speaker's kit? I redid my speaker's kit because I have new topics that I talk about that I didn't talk about last time I published my speaker one sheet. Somebody reached out to me and said, Joe, I've seen you speak. I love the way you speak. Spoke at the Harvard Club. You did a great job. I want to bring you in to 4 different conferences and have you speak to entrepreneurs about how to leverage AI. So he said, can you please send me all your updated speaking topics? And I realized, oh my gosh, I haven't even updated my speaking topics in some time. So I sat down and I redid the speaking topics, wrote them all out, redid my speaker one sheet, and I'm going to be publishing that today on LinkedIn. Let me know if you want to see my speaker one sheet, if you want a guide as to how to use artificial intelligence to redo your own speaker one sheet. And if you do speak publicly, let me know in the comments below, Joe, I speak publicly, and let me know the topic that you speak on. I'm curious to know. Now, this morning, what I decided I'm going to show you is how quickly I'm able to leave comments on LinkedIn using AI. A lot of people don't know that you can use artificial intelligence to leave comments on LinkedIn. So I'm going to be showing you an effective way of doing that very, very quickly so that you never have to wonder, like, how do you leave comments on LinkedIn? So if you're interested in learning, say, I want to learn in the comments below. Give this a little heart. Give it a little heart if you can. I'm going to be checking out the comments to see who's here, who's live, who's with me. I'm not even sure if you guys could even hear me now because I'm using these Bose headphones, and I'm not sure if it's coming through on the LinkedIn Live. So if you can hear me, just say, Joe, I can hear you. So far, I don't see anybody in the comments besides Moises, Zach, who said, Joe, I don't. So do you not hear me? Is that the issue? Do you kind of just see me animating myself here at the airport? Or can you actually hear what I'm saying? And you're interested in watching me leave some comments on LinkedIn. I'm curious to know. Go ahead, leave me a comment right now in the box, and I'll check it out. I'm actually going to stream the comments in real time here. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that. I'm going to click on chat, and I'm going to click on chat overlay. Oh, look at that. Now I can have a chat overlay where if you leave a comment, it says, hear you, not great video. Okay, I'm actually streaming my video off my cell phone. So sorry that you can't hear me. Oh, you hear me loud and clear. Okay, cool. Thank you, Moses. I really appreciate you sharing that with me. Okay, so let's get right into LinkedIn. I'm going to be sharing a tab on my computer, and let me know if you're able to see this particular tab. I just shared my tab. I'm not sure if you can see my tab. I think you can see it, but let me know if you can see it. All right, so let me just show you how I leave comments on LinkedIn. So the first thing I do is every single morning I go on to the feed and I look at what is LinkedIn showing me, what happened. So I see that Dottie 2 minutes ago wrote a post. Now Dottie's a client of mine. I want to stay top of mind, so of course I'm going to give her a like. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to share a comment using artificial intelligence. Now the tool that I'm using is called Evie AI. Now for those of you that are not familiar with Evie AI, I'll quickly go to evyai.com and give you a briefing. Maybe you can install this tool yourself as well, and you can learn how to use this particular technology to help you be able to grow your business. So it has a comment generator, as you can see. That means it is able to suggest comments on posts for LinkedIn. It has a post writer, a recommendation creator, a messaging helper, a profile optimizer, and a connection customizer. Those are the 6 main features. It allows you to add personas, and it also allows you to be able to save profiles into EVI. And if you want to get started with it, you can just click on Go to App here, or you can just click Get Started. It takes you into the Chrome store. This is what the Chrome store looks like. And if you've been using Evie AI, let me know that you've been using it in the comments below. Say, Joe, I've been using it. Let's go straight into LinkedIn and just kind of show you how that would work. So if I'm in and I see somebody wrote a post, what I can easily do is click inside the comment box of the post and think about it right. Or I could have Evie AI draft a comment that's really, really intelligent. Now this happens really quickly. I don't have to wait usually more than 2 or 3 seconds, and it says, great post, Deborah. Personal branding is indeed crucial to standing out from the content. Not only boosts confidence, but also provides job seekers relevant talking points during interviews. So this is really great. To delete the additionally part because I don't need that. And I'm going to say thanks, and I'm going to tag her so she sees this comment over here. You see that? Now, if I want, I can go to app.evieai.com instead of me going into the feed, and I can actually find specific profiles that I already saved. You see that I saved people's profiles over here, and this way I'm able to just look at people's profiles, and I can see based on if they're a client, if they're an influencer. You see that over here? I see all the different people I saved previously. So for example, Dottie, I can to look for Dottie on the feed, or what I can do is I can just click on see recent activity here because she's on my list of people that I want to leave comments for. You see that? It just loads her recent activity when I click on that. And now it shows me the same post. I'm going to click on comment on this post. The Evie AI logo is going to appear in purple on the bottom inside the comment. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on generate. I'm going to read her post and suggest a comment very, very quickly. So instead of me thinking about what to write, great post, Dottie, crucial for leaders to blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tag her. I completely agree with focusing on results. Your Q4 offer sounds intriguing. I'm sure many teams could really benefit. Thanks for being you. Happy birthday in just a few days. We share a birthday, by the way, in case you forgot. Okay, so I am having a birthday. I am celebrating a birthday in a few days, but look how quickly I was able to just stay top of mind with this person in a relatively. So the question I have for you is, how many comments do you think you can leave on a regular basis on LinkedIn? Are you going to leave 10 comments a day? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to click on see all posts. This is a long-winded somebody's post is to go to their profile, click on see all posts. You see that? Anna said, hey Joe, I'm interested. I'm going to give it a like. And then you can see all the relevant posts, and you could also see all the most recent posts. I'm going to click on most recent, and now you can see, boom, just like that. Now what else I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I'm able to post content really, really quickly on LinkedIn. So I have a tool that I teach my students how to use called Buffer, B-U-F-F-E-R. Have you heard of it? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat if you've heard of Buffer before. I'm curious to know if you've heard of it. Now, the reason I use Buffer is because Buffer allows me to be able to buffer posts into the future. This particular post here says, do you know that in the beginning of each month, I post a LinkedIn post asking people to promote their business comments. And over 1,000 people see the post each month. Promote yourself today. Let's change up the game with AI. And then I give you 3 separate prompts that you can use with your own business in different styles. You see that? And so that you could also learn how to prompt. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bottom, share now. It's scheduled to go out in 20 minutes, but I'm going to hit share now and go ahead and share it into my activity here. So I'm going to go to share my recent activity. I'm going to refresh this page over here for all my recent activity. And you're going to see, instead of my most recent being the video of me being live, I actually shared a post Buffer, and it still says sharing. So it's just going to take a moment. There you go. Now it finally shared. I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to hit refresh and show you how this is already live. Do you see that? Now this post is live over here. So I can go into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to create it for me. You see that? Act as a commenting tool. Or I can use Evie AI. I can take this particular thing and put it into the comments using Evi AI, and Evi AI will actually come up with. Inside Evi AI, you're able to command it to do specific things, which is really interesting. By the way, guys, take a moment and leave a comment on my most recent post. Go find my most recent post, drop a comment with that you used AI to create that, and you could even use this link over here that I shared directly to the post. Does it work in German? I'm going to say yes, and actually I'm going to reply with Evi AI, and I'm going to say yes, make the comment in German, and say yes. Evi does speak German. Okay, I'm going to press generate. It's going to read the post that Bachi just gave. Ja. Evi AI is told das in Siegen Bachi van Vlegen Dank für whatever it says over there. Okay, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but as you can see, Evi AI does speak German, which I absolutely love. So if I want to reply to comments, so one of the things that I love doing is I love going into my notifications, seeing who has left me comments on my posts, and then going and replying to those comments on my posts. Now, if I have a lot of comments on a post, often it'll take me a lot of time to reply. But with Evi AI, I could just press generate, it'll read the post, and it'll draft a reply. You see that? Just like that. And I could even tag the person if I want. You see? And I press reply, and it replies really, really nicely. You see that? It's fascinating to see how AI technologies like ChatGPT and blah, blah, blah. I press reply, generate, and literally within seconds, this person will get a beautiful reply from me in a way where I don't have to sit down and think about what to say, but I'm at least acknowledging this person with a comment. It's very important to reply to every comment that you get, and using Evi AI, you can make it really easy for you to do. Now, of course, I love spending time on the feed and leaving comments on people's posts because those comments actually get me a ton of exposure. But with Evi AI, you have the ability to add your tone, your goal, your persona. I'm going to hit generate over here and just kind of show you how great this tool is, that it reads the post and just boom. You see that? Just like that. And then I read the post, make sure it makes sense. Maybe I'll just add a little boom, tag her, and then just like that. So as you can see, leaving comments is really, really great on LinkedIn. Most people are absolutely not doing this. I'm curious to know in the chat, could you let me know what you guys do for a living? What do you do for a living? Because what I want to do is I want to come up with some post ideas. Maybe we could use ChatGPT for that. I'm going to show you what ChatGPT looks like. I'm going to share this here. So this is what ChatGPT looks like. This is my ChatGPT window that I'm sharing with you guys right over here. I don't know if you guys can see ChatGPT on my screen. What you do for a living in the chat so that I can see what you guys are up to. So Lisa is a book publisher. So if I'm in ChatGPT, I'm going to say, my name is Lisa, and I am a book publisher. Can you come up with 10 ideas for me to share as a LinkedIn post to get my target market, which is CEOs, to be interested in publishing a book with me? Lisa, who's your target market? Guys, put in your what you do for a living and who your target market is, so this way I can come up with ideas for you. As you're using ChatGPT, I'm able to highlight success stories, the power of leadership.
Of course, ladies. Here are 10 links.
Powerful. It's actually reading it for me because I'm using a plugin called Speechify that actually reads the entire thing. I'm going to turn off the auto replay on responses, so I don't have that. But as you can see, it gives you a lot of really great ideas for things to post about. Which one of these 10 ideas do you like the most? I'm curious to know. Go ahead in the chat, Let me know which one of these 10 ideas you like the most. And if you think it's useful to use tools like ChatGPT to come up with content ideas. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to your profile. So I'm going to share this. I'm going to go in here, comment that you left, Lisa. I'm actually going to pull up your profile in real time as we speak. So the way that I find all the comments on this post is going to click on show all posts. You see that? And then I'm scrolling down. Click on comments. By the way, give this a heart. If you guys are watching this right now live on LinkedIn, give this post a heart. So this way I see you guys hearting over here, okay? Now I'm going to go in here, click on most recent. It says most relevant, most recent. And I see Lisa's information is right here. So I'm going to click on her profile, and it's going to load her profile for me. As you can see, Lisa has this company here. I'm going to copy information from Lisa's profile. She has 15,000 followers, amazing. I'm going to go into ChatGPT, and I'm going to paste this information. And I'm going to say, come up with specific content ideas to create posts about. Here is more info about Lisa, okay? I'm going to go to the bottom over here. I'm going to copy information from your profile and grab your about section. You don't really have a lot of information in your about section. So that's something that I would use Evi AI to go ahead and some information for your about section. You also don't have a lot of information in your experience. I see that you're the operations and marketing COO for the company, and you're also the CEO of Enterprise Communication Services. So I'm just going to put that in here, and I'm going to press go, and I'm going to ask it for specific ideas. Now, it didn't give specific ideas. It just basically said, boom, 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 share tips. So now what I'm going to do is book marketing tips. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it, give me a post about some book marketing tips. Okay. So look at this. It's going to give me all these different tips here. You see that? Give me a bunch of different tips about book marketing. Now, this is not a great post. So instead of using this tool to post, I'm going to go to my website, myai.com. I'm going to click on Post Writer, and I'm going to click on Persona, and I can actually select her persona. But even without persona for her, I'm going to create friendly, and I'm going to take this idea, book marketing tips for CEOs, and basically just say create a post with book marketing tips for CEOs. And I'm going to press generate. I use GPT-4 because it's a little bit smarter. And what this does is this allows me to be able to create content relatively quickly. So instead of me sitting down and writing the post and having to optimize it, this tool actually writes the whole post for me. It creates a hook, it creates main points, and it creates call to action. And of course, it also includes hashtags. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick while it's creating it and just show you some of my recent posts that I created using Evi AI, just so that you get an idea of the quality of the content that gets created with the tool. Now, I've created many posts. As you can see, there's lots of different posts. But even just for example, this post right over here, you see this? Very powerful post. This post right over here, look at this. It gave me all these different ideas for spooky Halloween themed comments to leave. Evi AI wrote this post. I'll actually show you the post inside Evi AI to show you how it actually wrote the post. So if you go through this, you'll see a lot of content that I've written, like for example, this content, all written by AI. You know who you know who you don't know, you know what you know, you know what you don't know, you don't know what you don't know, and it basically breaks it down. Really powerful to consistently post content on a regular basis. Some of my content will get thousands of impressions, some of it will get hundreds of impressions, but on average, my posts get about 1,000 impressions each, which is really powerful. So if you want to start with 1,000 people, use tools like this. Ever wondered how reading can enhance your leadership skills? As a CEO, you're consistently seeking ways to grow both professionally. One of the best ways to achieve this is through reading. But ever thought about how marketing your favorite books benefit your network? Let's dive into it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. If you think this is a valuable post, I'm going to copy the post. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this instead. And I'm going to go back to your profile, the back button, go to Lisa's profile. And now I'm going to send you this as a direct message. So let me go forward one step. Let me go in here and let me click on messages. Let's see if I can message you. If you want to send somebody a message, you just go to their profile, you click on message. You see that? I just click. And now I'm going to paste this right over here. And I'm going to say, enjoy the post that you can customize and use today on LinkedIn. Okay? Boom. I just said enjoy the post, and I give it a little round of applause to myself, because why not give yourself a round of applause? And I see what I did over there. So not only can you create posts for your connections and help them out using EVAI, but you could also leave comments on their recent posts. So for example, Lisa, if I want to leave a comment on her recent post, I see 16 hours ago she posted something, I can find her recent posts. This one she posted inside a group that I'm not part of. So I'm going to check to see where she posted it outside of the group, so right over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my AI consider me. I don't know why that's not loading properly, but I'm going to have it generate a nice little comment. It's going to read the post, send it to EVAI, and then boom, there you go. And if I don't like the comment, or if I don't like the language that it used, or if I don't like the tone, goal, or any of that stuff, I can actually change all that right here. So Lisa, your experience with pickleball court is a great metaphor for professional growth. I'm curious, how do you plan to measure your success? I'm going to press insert. And now I'm building a relationship with Lisa by putting in a comment that's relevant to her pickleball experience. But also, I'm the only one to comment on this in the past 16 hours. So I'm almost like having a one-on-one conversation with Lisa, and I'm doing it publicly so other people can see as well. That's really a really way to use EVAI and to use AI to help you be able to get more exposure with LinkedIn. For me, I spend time on the feed. I spend time saving profiles, building relationships, getting to know people, and just dropping comments. I think it's a nice thing to do, to drop comments on people's posts. And if you can do this 10, 15, 20 times, that gets you a nice amount of exposure. Now, you don't have to leave a very long comment. Your comment could be pretty short, but make sure that you actually read the comment before you leave it, because AI sometimes can write complete and total garbage. It's not relevant. Even heavy AI makes many mistakes often, writes things that are just total trash, gibberish. And so you want to make sure that you read it. I would say 90% of the time it nails a pretty good comment. You want it to make it better, go ahead and make it better. Writing is human, but editing is divine. I heard Stephen King say that in his book On Writing, and I thought that was a really powerful message. So my recommendation is take the time to read posts, take the time to leave some comments, take the time to create opportunities inside your network. And if you do that correctly, you're much more likely to be successful. Now, one of the things that I like sharing with people is the fact that I actually save profiles, people's profiles. For example, Reid Hoffman's profile. I'm able to go straight to his activity from EVAI. And this way I'm able to drop comments without having to like go to his profile and look for his recent activity and then just share it that way. And he doesn't post that often. He has 2.6 million followers and he does not post very often. So I already had left a comment over here, so I'm not going to leave another one. But you guys get the point. So there are 6 things that this tool can do. Number one, it can help you draft comments, and I showed you how to do that. Number two, it can help you write posts. Number three, it can help you reply to direct messages. Often I'll get in-mails from people that are trying to sell me things, but they have very successful businesses, and I want to reply to that in-mail in a meaningful way and even tell them about my business. So using AI, you can quickly do that. You just open up the DM and you say not interested, but check out my business, and boom. Number four, you're able to send custom connection notes. When you want to connect with someone on LinkedIn, you can customize that connection note. Number five, you're able to personalize your own about section on LinkedIn. Number six, you're able to leave recommendations in a meaningful way. So when you want to leave a recommendation, for example, I would encourage you to leave me a recommendation on LinkedIn if we're connected. Click on more on my profile, click on leave a recommendation, and then you can write my role at EviAI and the fact that you're a client of mine. And then you can click on the EviAI logo and it'll draft a recommendation that is well written. And then you can edit it, publish it. Instead of thinking about what to write, you can literally use AI to write it for you. So those are the 6 features: comments, posts, direct messages, connection notes, profile optimization, and recommendations. In addition to that, we allow you to be able to create a persona so that the AI knows who you are when you're writing content or leaving comments and so on. And you can also save profiles from LinkedIn into your EviAI account, and you can segment them into a list. So you might have a list of clients, a list of referral partners, a list of friends. You can segment them into lists, and then you can go there, filter your list, and then go leave your engagement for the people that matter. You can have a list for each day of the week. There are certain people that you leave comments on Monday, certain people that you leave comments on Tuesday. And this way you're able to stay top of mind with more people. My goal is to post at least once a day, drop at least 10 comments every day, and send at least 20 messages every single day. That's the 1, 10, 20 rule. If you do that every single day, you're much more likely to get conversations with people in your network on the phone, and it turns into business. So if you got value from this, just write value in the comments below. Let me know if you're watching it live. Let me know if you're watching the replay. I have to hop on my plane to Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to speak to a group of CEOs on how to use artificial intelligence for business development. But I figured I'd just come up here on live, show you how I quickly post something, show you how I engage, show you how to be able to use these tools to be able to grow your business. If you enjoyed this, send this link to somebody who you think might benefit. Let me know if you plan on using EviAI.com. If you're already using it, let me know in the comments below. And thank you once again for being in my life. I really appreciate you. I'm curious to know what value you got from this presentation. Write that in the comments real quick. Also, give this a little heart. You can click on the little heart button to give this a little heart so that I see that you gave it a like. So Lisa said, big time value, much thanks. Ricky said value. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Really appreciate you. And I'm going to hop off so I can go catch my plane. But please go to my recent activity. Look at that post that I posted and promote your business in the comments. Use one of the prompts. I have 3 different prompts that I have there. So drop a comment on that most recent post and use one of the AI prompts, put it into ChatGPT or EviAI, drop a comment, and we'll promote your business. Thank you very much for being here. See you soon. Bye.